Hello, my lovely gamers and geeks. Welcome to another D&D session. Today, my hair is all poofy. Today, we are playing Twisted Tales of the Spire. We're on the 32nd episode. And I've called it The Calm Before the Storm. Would the players like to describe their characters, please?
Alright then. I'm Pietro Gerson, an oil-based plasmoid creation bard, clockwork soul sorcerer.
Yes.
Is now, at least now, able to think like his old self again. But
Yeah, you reclaimed your lost memories.
But
you've
the
also
lost
gained-
memory came
you've
at a
also-
cost.
You've also gained Sludge's memories and corruption. Yeah.
Yeah. Let's just say any future copies might want to have that heavy consideration and
They might just be
swiftly get rid of before we might end up with a future problem.
evil. Okay.
Yeah.
Who next?
My name is Garrick Storyweaver, and I am a College of Eloquence Bard, and I am a Genie Warlock. I am this evening's TV presenter, if you would.
Yes, you're the journalist of the group.
Mm-hmm.
And your
And
familiar takes the form of a little iBot thing.
Mm-hmm.
Yep.
My backstage co-producer.
Well, that's your patron is your backstage co-producer. Your
Oh, you're right.
familiar is your drone. Yeah.
Mm-hmm.
I am playing Robin Everything. He is the Kruthic rogue hexblade rogue hexblade words.
No, you're not. You're not a hexblade. You're a Gulak. Remember?
No, yeah, Gulok. Yeah, Gulok. Gulick. Gulok.
Gulick.
Warlock and
Gallic.
Soul. Yeah, he's our garlic warlock. And
Garlic.
Soul thingy rogue. Soul knife rogue. I can't remember the full thing.
Yeah.
Yeah.
You're Soul Knife Rogue. Great Old One Warlock.
Yeah.
And also a Kruthic.
Yeah.
Yvette?
Hi, I'm currently a very hungover vampire named Yvette LeBouffer. Currently
Bouffeur.
passed out over the couch after having a bit too much to drink. Also, I'm a full vampire now.
Yeah. So you're not really a half elf anymore, are you?
Kinda.
You look like a half elf, but if you start
Yeah.
drinking the blood of things that are not half elves, you'll start to look different.
I mean that. I'm just trying. Yeah, I guess.
It's like Pietro in a way. Your beards can alter.
Kinda. It's less to do with, well, they are a shape changer, but it's you are what you eat when you're a vampire in fantasy, or at least
Yeah.
according to my canon.
Mm-hmm.
So if you eat nothing but rats, you're gonna be a big ol' rat. But anyway, you're a vampire now. Enjoy. A vampire barbarian rogue.
Mhm.
Dante.
Yep. I am Dante. I am here to spread the word of rebirth through my fists because that's all I do is punch things.
Oh, okay.
I haven't really gone much into the details of what my character is, but I am a reborn monk warlock, so it's out there.
Yeah. Aye. Punch somebody to death and bring them back.
Pretty much.
Okay.
Or I'll let somebody else kill them and bring them back.
What happened last time we played?
After we learned that Sludge had made the deal with Mr. Draygon bad guy.
Mr. Beast! Sorry.
We went down and got an army of Temple Machine people
Yes.
to attack them. And then we attacked. We killed Dante.
We went to pick up Sludge first, then
Yeah.
we
Yeah.
discovered the location of the others.
Yeah.
Yeah, while the temples were clashing with the vampires, we snuck in. First we took out Sludge, and in taking out Sludge, Pietro was able to get his memories back.
When you found Sludge,
A very pitiful Yvette.
Yeah.
Found a very
Pretty nice.
you thought he was Draygon at first.
Yeah. Turns out Sludge was basically trying to with Yvette's head.
Yep.
Especially discovering that it bit off way more than it could chew.
Yeah.
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 Unfortunately for him, he wasn't immune to getting stunned.
Indeed. Rest of the party got
Shame.
involved and punched him to death.
Yep. But
Punching
once
I
Pietro was
imagine,
able to re-stimulate him, wait, what was that?
I imagine punching a slime creature would be an interesting sensation.
Yeah, well, seeing it at some point a monk's fist kind of magical. I assume it's like he's not even technically touching you when he hits you. It's like a shockwave effect.
Nice.
I always assume it's almost like an aura effect around the fist that basically
Yeah.
interact with things.
Oh yeah, but when Pietro was able to assimilate Sludge, we figured out that Dagon was not there. He was actually heading to the control room of the ship, which is essentially the Spire itself, so he could destroy it so the ship can never take off.
Yep.
Yep.
Indeedy.
And while the party was trying to make their way up there, turns out that Pietro regained the memories and Yvette slurping up the spilt wine both were affected with
Well, because
demonic presence.
because there were bits of sludge mixed in with the blood wine.
Yeah.
They got a bit of the madness, just a wee bit.
Just a wee bit. Yeah, and when you got up to the control room, you found that
Dagon
Draygon
and Ross were fighting,
Yeah, Draygon and Voss were fighting, so
so we kind of took the opportunity to knock them both out.
yeah,
And by
because
then,
they'd weakened each other for you, which was nice.
Oh.
Softened each other
and
up.
plus we didn't want either of them winning, so it was only natural we had both.
Yeah.
And of course that led to Yvette ripping Dagon's head off
Yeah, that was fun.
And
and
eating.
Pietro smashing the Githyanki vampire's skull in.
Yeah. It was all very cool and cinematic. But yeah, where are you now?
I believe we're in the hallway due to light.
No,
Do
we
the
entered the
light
green
room.
room, right?
Yeah,
Yeah.
Yeah, we did.
I mean, well, you guys are in the green room. I'm technically outside. I don't have the weakness of sunlight like the rest of you guys, nor do I really need the rest.
Yeah.
So I'm just outside messing around with this new retriever I found.
Mm-hmm. So yeah, those who are hiding from the sun are in inside the iBot, because it's got a demi-plane inside it called the Green Room. Basically, it's his genie vessel. As well as his familiar. Which is fun. So what are you guys that are in the green room talking about while you're in there? Or are you just sleeping?
Well, I believe while Pietro's trying to figure out things, I'm thinking Pietro's appearance might have altered due to the demonic presence.
All right.
Probably end up with red markings that almost seem to emulate basically the structure of a face.
So kind of like what Sludge had with the faces looking like they're trying to get out of the slime, right?
Yeah. Or maybe even, on the face part, it looks like, the facial structure looks like a skull.
Right. So you've got red skulls floating beneath the surface of your, moving beneath the surface of your skin.
Form, yeah.
Yeah.
Of course, Pietro is none the wiser to it currently, because, you can't exactly look at yourself directly.
Aye. Yes. I also imagine that, given where the demonic influence came from, that your pseudopod's tendrils might take on a more spider-leggy sort of form.
Yeah, that makes sense.
Woot!
Woot.
It's really interesting to discover that when I needed pseudopod.
Yes. Okay. So yes, you're resting. And Dante is outside tinkering and getting 4 hours of death-like rest.
Yeah, Robin would just be sleeping because there's nothing worthy of stealing.
Just pillows, which you can't take out of the green room anyway.
Yeah.
Which you probably have discovered on the last time you were in there.
Yeah.
Like nothing that you grabbed stayed with you when you came out.
Mm-mm.
Okay. What's Yvette doing?
Flung over on the couch, bunch of empty bottles around her, and just kind of half passed out. Just very hungover.
Mm-hmm. Okay. So yes, the time passes thusly. You don't talk about anything. You're just sitting, contemplating, processing your own shit, all in your own way. And when the 8 hours has expired, what do you do?
Well, we should probably look at these data cores.
By the way, we're pretty sure that,
trouble for.
if I remember rightly, the green room only holds people in there for 8 hours, right?
Yeah, it only holds people in it for 8 hours.
So you're all going to get spat back out into the control room.
Mm-hmm.
5 more minutes.
Hopefully, during that time, Dante would have found some way to close the blinds, as it were.
Anthony?
Have to roll anything for that, or am I just looking around trying to figure that out?
Arcana.
Oh no.
What, Garrick?
Oh no, it's nothing. I was thinking for a sec.
7. No.
Nope.
Nope.
Wait, how would Ross be in there if the blinds weren't if there were open blinds?
13.
He was only in there during 13. Awesome. He was only in there when it was dark usually.
Okay.
He would, because he's a vampire, he would rest during the day. In the other darker room, in basically like a broom cupboard sort of thing. But yeah, there's nothing but ash where the two bodies were now, which is fun. But yeah, Dante would have found a switch that brought down a like a filter, polarizing filter thing on the windows. So Yvette won't burn when she falls out of the green room and back into the control room. Yay!
It's like I was a technician in my past life.
Maybe.
Well, we went through all the trouble getting this helmet, so we might as well use it.
Aha, yep.
Can you guys grab the data cores from him? There's
Kind of haggardly stumbles to her feet and grabs the data core. Still kind of not fully with it yet.
Yes.
No, that ain't a good look for the camera. Grab a glass of water.
Could you not record this?
You're gonna put them all in makeup for a couple of hours before they do anything.
No, I'm not recording yet. By the way, just letting you know.
Yeah, there's just this whole thing. Could you just not record?
Yeah, I'm not recording yet. Don't worry, I'm not that much of a fool.
Fool.
You know, there would actually be some really good content.
It would, revealing to the entire Spire that the Spire is actually an ancient spaceship.
This would be some.
That would be the
really
scoop of the century.
If you,
this
I
would
swear to
be
God, if
really
you record this, I don't care about your content. I do not care about your content.
Imagine.
The secret is not going out.
Can I roll a wisdom save?
A wisdom save. Sure.
Because because it is just absolute temptation and of the absolute maximum for this.
Yeah, of course.
Oh, 20.
Nice. Despite the fact that this would be amazing, you know that there's no way you'd be able to get away with secretly filming it. They would figure it out, so you're gonna hold off for now.
Alright, if you insist.
Good.
Okay, so you're looking around at the. Have you put on the?
Yeah, I would have put the helmet on.
Helmet on and attuned to it.
Yeah.
Okay, and you're looking around the room, and now you know what all the buttons say.
Oh yeah. I can read.
I can read.
I'm surprised you couldn't before.
No, well,
Never mind.
I imagine as you are subconsciously scanning over the buttons, the telepathic link with the rest of the party would also be. They would hear your translation of each of the buttons. Does that make sense?
Yeah, I'd be like kind of saying it in my head and maybe just like, yeah, and I'd be transmitting that as well.
You find that there's a set of life support controls. You find that there are controls directly set to the fine tuning of the engines and other external jets that help with flight control, stabilizer jets. What is it, Toby?
If you open it,
You
in the desktop
see controls
tab,
for the
and
defensive
save
capabilities
it,
of the ship
attachment.
and the weapon systems. And you see buttons that would activate in theory, the internal security drones, the automatons that you previously found.
Oh yeah, those ones.
But none of those panels seem to be live at the moment.
Oh, damn it! It's walled off. I can't go kid in the tech store and just press all the buttons.
You need power.
Shame.
Would require turning on the engine, right?
Yeah.
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 Kill me.
And the engine, or at least the part of it that needs to be repaired, is all the way down at the bottom of the spire.
Oh, Bernie's house.
Further down.
We saved a copy
Oh,
of your
damn.
desktop.
And has probably been cannibalized for parts by, generations of
Yeah.
of lower spire dwellers.
Which is lovely.
So yeah, it's not going to be easy.
Do any buttons have like a repair guide?
Nope, but
Maybe for the technicians.
one of the data cores, mate.
When the data cores might. So we have 4. No, we have 4 data cores currently because I've been holding on to one.
You were holding on to at least one. Yeah.
Yeah. Eeny, mini, money, mo.
I'll be right back. Sorry,
Cross
just
that
gotta
through.
get my dog.
Yeah,
What's
I'll
that
do
actually?
eeny, meeny, miny, mo. I'll do the eeny, meeny thing with Bob and pick a random one
Roll a d4.
and just whack that one in.
Roll a d4.
Oh yeah. That's. I don't want to go to DMs.
Share it?
Alright.
Can you share
Roll
it?
a
Send it through in your email?
3.
D4 rolled.
Okay. You plug it into the console that does have power, the console that you've seen being used before, and once again you get the images of. You see, it's the same one that you saw before, with the vivisection of the Kruthiks, and this time you can hear them. The vocal analysis of what's going on. So you can not only understand what the Kruthiks are saying, which of course the Githyanki in the video don't, but also what the Githyanki are saying now, and it's basically they're describing the anatomy with cold efficiency and all the details of the torturous experiments that they've put them through in order to figure out what they do and how they reproduce. And one section, for example, the Githyanki is holding up a severed tongue, barbed tongue, proboscis of a Kruthik, and explaining how each of the barbs contains an injector which puts Kruthic DNA into the host, and that there are that they've found subtle differences in the types of barbs and the type of genetic information that gets delivered. One that
looks good.
Essentially lays a bunch of fertilized eggs inside the host, and another that contains like viral they look a bit like bacteriophage type viruses that inject their DNA into the cells of the host and transform them.
Sorry.
Hijacking their DNA to turn them into...
You're doubling up. What did you say?
Kruthic hybrids.
Like, I can hear you twice.
They even...
oh, okay.
There's even a hint that they have
what
been...
You said, sorry?
The person who's showing this explains that perhaps these phages could be bioengineered to inject other types of DNA into a host. Perhaps they could use this biotechnology to make their own race stronger, faster, more long-lived,
Do it in 20 minutes.
so that they can better combat the Kruthic menace. End of video.
Oh.
Yeah, during that, you would have seen his fist just like clench in anger, slowly more and more clenched. Like, again, slowly just getting tighter and tighter. It's like... and you're just gonna hear him just cursing Kruthic.
Okay.
I have no idea. I have never looked into it.
Get it. Oh god, say that bloody gun. Yeah. Just angry clicks, basically.
Mm-hmm.
Angry Morse code.
Okay. Since a lot of that would have been translated telepathically to the rest of you, thoughts?
Quite twisted.
Do you want to take a look at another memory core?
Yeah, let's do it.
Roll a d4.
Would it be a D3 now?
D3, yep. True.
Yeah.
Number 1.
Yeah.
Okay. This one is the tech manual. It's got full schematics for the ship. Of course, the schematics don't show the Spire as a vertical construct, but as a sideways ships. Each of the sections that you've considered a floor is actually a bulkhead wall of the vessel, with the and the entire ship is designed to spin as it travels. So the floor is actually it's the interior wall of the Spire, with the sunbeam power source traveling through each layer from one end of the ship to the other, providing light to each of the decks, as well as power to the whole ship. and it details where each of the what's in each of the rooms that can be accessed, because most of the rooms are hatches in the quote-unquote floor. A lot of them were sleeping rooms. There was also biology labs and chemistry labs and technology labs, as well as storage and forges, as well as storage for the weapons and constructs that they made. There are depositories
It might
of
recount the ore, but
information,
you're not going to be selling
like
the
libraries,
ore, but
more
you
of these
know
data
how
cores,
much-
as well
you
as
know how much ore you
cells for various
have,
other
for the amount of bars.
organisms and prisoners and slaves that the Githyanki were keeping on board. And a similar section for their livestock and farms.
Makes sense.
And you've got all of this. You know where everything is and how to get to it, and including how to get to the... It also shows detailed schematics of the engine, and as the data interfaces with the computer, several parts of the engine start to flash, showing that those are currently missing or damaged. Then it would need to be replaced in order to make the ship function.
Lovely.
You also, as it zooms out again to the main schematic, show it seems that the internal computer has scanned the location of several of the missing components scattered throughout the decks of the ship.
Ooh.
From top to bottom.
Yeah, I'm gonna. Can one of you go get some paper? I want to label this one.
Does anybody have the name of the feat that gives you Idamic memory?
No.
No.
Okay.
Sure. Is he around, is he?
Pietro is muted and so is Dante.
Yeah, I'll do that.
Thoughts?
Nope.
You got 2 cars left.
Yeah, I'll put that one to the side and just for labeling later. Then I'll read the other. Yeah.
2 left.
Yeah.
Okay.
Yeah.
So this one is the one the Toby, shush. The journal entries showing the last few days aboard the ship where the crew thick were loose. Now you understand the captain's plight, and he's and you see the extended version of the video where he mentions that one of their chief biologists has said he has a solution, but it may be too late for the rest of us. However, it looks like his experiments were successful. Okay, excuse me a moment. Toby is being annoying. I'll be right back.
So basically, the super crew thick
Yeah, okay.
killed everyone. Makes sense.
I mean, when you try to play God, I mean,
God plays you. Try to play God. God plays you.
yeah.
As you do.
Oh, yeah. Oh, sorry. My.
Joker.
So yeah, my guess is that the upgraded Githyanki probably might have ended up the precursors of the families.
Probably.
Maybe. That's an interesting thought. I wouldn't be surprised if you're right. I haven't quite thought about that.
Corrupted by power and
They've been here for quite a number of years.
yeah, I think
Vampire or not, don't they still have a limited lifespan?
Vampires?
Apart
No,
from
they're
those
immortal.
actually vampires. Yeah.
No, vampires are undead. Therefore immortal.
Unless they lose access to blood.
Depends, I think on the lineage, at least from what I've heard in Antony's world. I know, generally, I think vampires tend to die out if they don't have blood. In a lot of other settings, at least from what I've heard.
I don't think they truly die, but I think they go into a catatonic state.
Yeah, I think so. I think they become more animalistic, you know?
can't hunt anymore.
He's just laying out in the sun. Okay.
That'd be nice.
So yeah, the panicking captain mentions one recognizable name before the image cuts out, and that's Vros'a'ath.
Coming on the wagon, or
Yeah.
you?
So, Vros'a'ath was there from the start.
Last one.
Last one.
Don't need to roll for this
Let
one.
me roll for it.
D1.
Yeah.
Okay. So on this one is actually Vros'a'ath's personal log of his progress, creating the serum, adapting the bacteriophages of the Kruthic to improve
Get the paperwork loaded out.
Githyanki, make them faster, stronger, etc. And yeah, he demonstrates the
That's gonna be. That's gonna be
yeah.
difficult.
So he talks about the process, how he extracted the essence of various creatures, including those of a race of blood-drinking creatures that can sustain themselves for centuries, apparently.
A.E. vampire.
I.e. vampires. And he has extracted the essence of these creatures and engineered the phages to essentially turn the objective is to turn the Githyanki into a living specimen, a living vampire, essentially.
Hopefully, we need to order anything
But-
for that
He
one.
was the
But
problem,
he's-
and now he's blaming it on us.
But he's attempted. He goes on to explain that it hasn't, that it still needs work. They've yet to perfect it. all of the test subjects have died shortly after being infected. But then things start going wrong, and there's an alert, and you watch the live feed, or what was live at the time, of the captain reporting to all hands that the Kruthic have gotten loose, that they are tearing apart the crew, and Vros'a'ath tells the captain, there's no time, we must do this now, and inject himself with the serum.
Like I have, but okay.
And then you see him collapse to the ground and make all sorts of icky noises as he changes, and then the feed cuts out.
Ugh. Not a fan of that. Not a big fan of that.
God, the camera angles are all off.
Thanks to the schematics, you know exactly where his laboratory is.
He should have used a panoramic tilt.
Is that all you can think about?
I mean, yes. I've been in this industry too long for anything else.
I may not be that familiar with your guys' structures, but those noises at the end, they sounded deeply unpleasant.
Oh, no, those were almost absolutely abominations of some kind.
Yeah,
So-
that caused this bloody vampire issue as well.
Yeah.
And then they try and kill us.
I remember making those noises. I remember a sickening crunch, but nothing like that.
Do you lot... Do you lot happen... Well, okay. Do you think he actually succeeded or not? Because we could have a decently sized problem on our hands if he did.
I think it seems like he got lucky.
Garrick,
yeah, but
I would say he succeeded.
make an arcana.
I mean,
anybody make an arcana check. I don't care.
okay.
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 Nice.
Oh my god.
Okay, Yvette.
Oh!
So generally speaking, when somebody goes through the process of becoming a vampire, they do seem to die. They don't return as a vampire until the following night. So all those test subjects that died may also be vampires.
They were fools.
Yes.
That, or they didn't have time
Yeah.
to dispose of the body. They didn't understand how vampirism worked.
Yeah.
It takes time for vampires to, turn and become vampires. It took a few days for mine, no doubt. If they were inflicted with, the blood kiss, it would have taken at least a few days in order for them to turn. No doubt, if they're still alive today, it would be vampires.
And at that point, Pietro's head starts to bubble. It's like I may at least have some new knowledge from my copy, but not. But over this still gives me a headache.
I can't blame you, friend. Give me twice as much as one. I mean, come on. At least film it with some professionalism.
So, what now? Do we fix the ship?
Still be about
Hunt down the remaining
I
vampires.
mean,
The ancients?
Because that does involve fixing the power supply, but...
Yeah.
Why do we even want to...
Well, I know your stance on that, Yvette.
Why are we so obsessed with fixing the ship anyway? Let me ask you guys that.
Well, it could be used to make the lives of those in the Spire better.
hear me out on this one because listen, hear me out. Okay, so the floors are all the walls of the ship are all the floors now, and the floors are all the walls, correct?
Yes.
What happens to the centuries of infrastructure when the ship goes upright?
If the gyroscope starts up again, everything is going to get thrown to the walls.
Baby, let it rip.
Everything, if that spinny thingamajig starts up again, everything gets thrown to the walls. So many people dehomed. People are going to be dehomed. They're going to lose their jobs, their money, which
People are going to be squished.
And people are going to, and some people may or may not die, but that's the minor details.
Yes, that's exactly what I've been trying to say. Thank you, Garrick.
You're welcome. Point is, it wouldn't be good for anybody. So, I don't think we should start the ship back up.
I mean,
Plus, finding all the parts would be a pain in the ass, and who wants that?
What do we do now? I mean, do we try to rebuild the top structure, or do we just burn it all down?
There may yet be more information that we can glean from this place, so maybe we hold off on burning it down just a tad longer.
Yeah, I kind of want it's a cool toys, and I want to be able to play with them.
I'm sorry, what was that? About sex toys?
No,
This is my
this whole
wagon.
thing is a cool set of toys.
Uh-huh.
Live here, too. You guys are talking about wanting to burn down, the place that I live.
It's just not a wise decision.
It isn't. Not at all.
It's just not smart, honestly. Not yet.
Have you just had 9?
Probably not
Yeah.
ever.
Yeah, don't know why that thought came to mind on that.
She gives Pietro a little bit of a side eye.
Yeah, you can also see the red skull-like formations bubbling beneath the surface of him, which is fun.
I say, we take the reins of where, the powers that be left off. This can be ours.
Let's control the Spire. Yeah.
Yeah, not any of the Sanguinites, not of any of Sludge's machinations. Ours. I think we deserve that much.
If we want to control the Spire, we want the engines.
If we rebuild the engines, there's the risk of something starting it up, or because we are not the only people here.
Yeah.
Some poor sod could stumble upon this all and ruin all of our work. We should rebuild portions of it so that the controls can come back up online, but not enough that can actually be used.
Are we sure there's no one else of the Sanguinites that would try and come and kill us?
No, we are not in the slightest.
There's still plenty of vampire families to take care of.
Roughly.
I have Draygon's blood in my veins.
Yeah, with everything happening.
Now I am a true vampire. I have a claim to their throne. there will be those
Too
that
much stuff on at the
contest it.
moment.
Especially his father, Gilman. Who is
Who,
a
Gilman?
lot.
He's the head of the
Yeah, Pietro
Sanguinites.
was asking, who, Gilman?
He's the head of the Sanguinite family. Draygon was merely the heir of the Sanguinite lineage. Gilman is the current head. He's he's a duke. He's a powerful and respected nobleman in his own right. No doubt he's going to be very angry.
Yeah, Pietro in a bit of a confused tone. Duke?
Dookie.
Probably head up
Oh my god, I keep forgetting that you don't understand these terms.
Hey, I'm doing my best here, but those are new words.
A
Does that
duke.
mean like some form of power type of thing?
Yes! Yes. That is exactly what it is. It is a rank of power. A duke is a very high-ranking member of the nobility.
Mhm.
Second to a king.
It might do.
Ah.
They-
Okay.
Yes. They command.
See, I can learn.
Yay.
Seriously, I'm not a bowl of basically jelly.
It's slightly doubtful Gant glances cast out from Garrick.
Same here.
Question. How do any of you, particularly those who have met it before, feel about the retriever seeming to be functional once again?
And yeah, Pietro's like looks over and sees it. It's like, is that thing able to also repair or something?
I think
Why'd you have to fix that up? That thing kicks our asses.
Presumably because it's cool. But Dante, feel free to put that in your own words.
Oh, you're talking about that?
The retriever. This robot spider
Yeah,
thing.
King's fine.
It's what?
King's fine.
Oh, you want to be king?
No, he's referring to the retriever as king.
Oh, okay. Isn't it? Okay. So his response to why is that thing, is that able to self-repair or something? Why did you put it back together? Is king is fine.
I mean, so long as you don't use it against us, should be fine.
Or at least in some way you have good control over
Also,
it.
to be fair, the whole time you guys were talking, he's kind of just been poking around with it. Because he has no idea what the hell your conversation is even about.
Well, back to the main thing here. If we are to start to rebuild, where do we start?
Yeah.
Well, could I bring up that that map again? That
Yeah,
map of bad, broken stuffs.
yeah. The schematic of the ship. Yep.
Yeah.
Go for it.
Yeah, obviously Pietro's more referring to, the ruling type of part more than repairing the ship.
Yeah, but the schematic also shows basically a map of the entire ship.
Fair enough.
So
I'll bring it up and go. Yeah, this will be useful for pointing out stuff and planning.
It's certainly interesting to see what we could repurpose.
mm,
Yeah.
Try and use the parts to help those in the Spire.
Plus, a deep delve into the Spire would be rather interesting for the common folk, wouldn't that be? He just does not stop with all of the content stuff.
Are you talking about your show thing again?
Maybe.
Maybe.
What of it? It's investigative journalism.
Investigative journeyism.
You're once again throwing a lot of big words.
Okay, how do I phrase this? You can kind of see him clicking his fingers as he just tries to think. Ah!
I smart, you stupid.
Basically, where I on my TV show investigate basically whatever current happenings are, and I report it, and I share that information with everybody, and I share that information through the medium that is my TV show.
Ah, okay.
That makes sense?
Yeah, that makes sense. It's like how we use posters to spread information about the resistance.
Almost exactly like that, yes. There is just one small difference, and that is it is a direct live feed.
My show is way better than some Crowy posters.
So, is that... I'm not entirely familiar with that type of thing, but... Is that the difference between between one of these data cores and just seeing me move around or something?
Almost. Yes, I think that would be an apt metaphor for it.
Fair enough. Well, where do we want to start?
Where do we go?
With our long work. Okay.
Not entirely sure, Lo, to be honest.
Yeah. Do you want to... I mean, you're already at the very tippy top. You could come down from here to the mansion district and try to get a foothold in the upper levels. Or you could...
Yeah.
You like that idea?
I think Yvette would probably be on board with it. She hasn't fully slinked her thirst for revenge, and she wants to press her claim to, you
Right.
know...
So
So you want to walk into the smoking ruins of the Sanguinite Mansion and stake your claim.
Yeah, but I think at the same time it would be better if we had some sort of... I'm thinking about that army of Securitrons that, you know, she already has, like, you know, in terms of, you know, the noble hierarchy, like, the claim to power, she just doesn't have a way to enforce it.
Right, so
Which
you're
is
hoping that the
what comes down
robots
to it.
would help you
Yeah,
secure
They
your
can-
claim.
they can be controlled, molded, and, you know, the best part is they don't really have minds of their own, so they're not going to turn into religious nuts.
Well, they already are
Um,
religious nuts. They worship the machine. But yeah, they're also...
well, no, the Securitrons that were stored that you mentioned.
Oh! Those ones.
Those.
For that, we need
Yes.
power, which means engine.
Maybe we can figure out a way to get them working.
To
without
power them
turning
individually rather than all at once.
on. Yeah. Without having to power the entire ship.
But
Okay.
don't we currently, at the moment, need to regain some level of control before...
Okay.
Yes, that's how we
before
regain
we tear
control.
it apart?
We need
Um,
to start at the top.
Pietro, your passive insight of 13 would make it clear to you that the reason why the vampire doesn't want the engine turned back on is because it would cause a big beam of sunlight to shine through the entire length of the ship.
I understand you don't want to turn on the power due to the whole light element thing, but didn't you? I think I remember also seeing that those things are basically really simple and could easily be influenced.
Yeah, they take orders from anyone.
What are you talking about?
The droid.
I think he's worried that the machines could be given instructions by anyone, including the people that you are trying to oppress with them and turn them against you.
If you're talking about the religious nuts, I'm not going to buy into that plan.
No.
What about the other families?
They'll bend the knee when they see that we have the, both the proper authority and the right to rule.
And what if they don't?
Well, we'll deal with them as we see fit.
Beat them up with the robots.
Interesting.
I don't know.
I like
It almost feels like we should gain some level of control. We should probably get things calmed down a little before that point. Stop things from racing.
How do you propose they do that? How can they impose order without a show of force?
Maybe you sticking a claim by showing the body of
The very burnt ash.
yeah, he's just a pile of ashes.
His head.
Sorry?
Yvette kept his head as a trophy.
Yeah, and that wasn't exposed to the sunlight. This is true.
And besides, she can probably. Is there a way to show that you're a true vampire? Actually, you would have the abilities. Yvette would be able to shape change.
You can, yes, exactly.
Yeah, she has all the things. She could probably show it somehow.
Yeah.
But what she would say in response, that wouldn't solve much. That would stoke the fires a bit. We wouldn't be able to control the situation unless we had some sort of authority. Which we do, but we have no way to enforce it.
Enforceable
which is
authority.
what I'm trying.
Yes.
Yes.
So you want... Yes.
Technically, we do have a claim to the throne, but Gilman does also, and he has more of an army than we do.
And he's been holding that throne for a lot longer.
He's been in that position for a lot longer than we have. It would be significantly difficult to uproot him from that.
You forget, I still have allies in the church, in the machine church.
We are not getting them involved.
I mean,
absolutely not.
They already are, but okay.
Yeah, that's I don't want to involve these people any further. They're bad news for me.
They're still down there.
If any have survived.
If any of them live. Oh, quote unquote live. Sorry. It's my terminology, right? I keep calling vampires alive.
Well, yeah.
To be fair, would it be fair enough to say that the question, even if I'm alive?
Well, yeah, that's why he's...
I died.
Because he... You what?
Wi-Fi died.
Okay. Yeah, both the members of the machine cult and the vampires could be said to not be alive.
But this could work in our favor, maybe, if they are. Think about it. If the machine cult is still alive, we come in, we swoop in, save the day with an army of our own robots, then that will earn the favor of the families. We can use this to our advantage.
That's what I'm pointing out. And because I have stake within the church, they would listen to me.
You just said steak to a vampire. Ha!
You know what I mean.
I'm making a joke.
Yeah, I know. Yeah, like Pietro's like, you know what I mean. We're not. If we use those droid things, they could be influenced. If we use the Church of the Machine,
they're devoted to their cause.
It's not likely. Those are likely to be a bit more loyal, a bit less influenceable. Or
Sorry,
corruptible.
can you repeat that?
Okay, so his argument is because they're fanatical, they're devoted to their cause, and are less likely to be corrupted by vampires or other enemies. However, I'm sure Yvette's counter-argument is that these people have been trained as vampire hunters. And Yvette is a vampire.
That fanatical cause is also to kill vampires. So, not really gonna be the greatest, I don't think.
Yeah, that's why Yvette is worried about them.
Well, I bet we need to come up with something soon, because
That's why I suggest.
Lost.
That's why I suggest we figure out a way to get those Securitrons up and running without having to activate the entire ship. Surely that can be done, right?
You just need to find an independent power source.
Could I look on the thing to find some independent power?
Yeah. Oh no, Yvette wouldn't know this. But
Go on.
I would. Out of game, I'm thinking, what if they had like an emergency power generator in case the main supply went offline?
What do you think the entire city's been running off for centuries?
Yeah. Fair enough. But maybe we could figure out a way to hook them up to that.
Yeah, just to charge it.
Yeah. And then we'd have a robot army of our own. Maybe we could, use Pietro's influence over the robots to kind of, fake a little bit of a battle, say that our robot army won over the others, and then earn the respect of the other vampire families, and then we'd have a bit more of a backing of our own. They would choose to support us because of what we did.
Choose or perish.
Yeah. Because I'm certain if they're still around and they're causing a bit of a problem, and the Sanguinites aren't able to handle them, and we can, I think that earned us a bit of respect points.
Yeah.
So you want to be there to solve the problem you caused?
Exactly.
I don't know.
I think that's a pretty solid plan. What do you guys think?
It could work. It could definitely work.
Yeah, but doesn't that also run the risk of us basically, to the public, looking like the same regime?
I wouldn't worry about that yet. I would worry about that when we finally get into power.
I can work on public relations.
Exactly, Garrick's good at that.
Yeah, you got your own you got your own propaganda machine in the party now.
Yeah, obviously, all of that came from outside me more than anything else, because a lot of big words.
Yeah.
Right.
And it's like, so will that, like, Pietro's like, so where do we start with the droids?
Yes, that's where we need to begin.
So you need to go back.
So, like, where do we begin?
Go back to that room where the... Yeah.
Yeah. Let's see if maybe we can glean something from the engine, and then go from there.
From the engine? You want to go down?
Yeah, like at the top, you know? Or actually,
The
that's
control
the
room.
control room.
Control
Yeah,
room.
you know what I mean.
No, that's why I'm asking, what?
Sorry, I got the two places confused.
Okay,
Yeah.
so you're in the control room right now. You're still in the control room. What'd you do?
We go back. I say we go back. We start moving, and obviously Pietro hops back into the mechanical suit.
Moving where?
I feel like we should look for we know where one is, but we should probably look for more as well.
But
Hmm.
shouldn't we? Like, our only goal right now is to activate just the security trons, not the entire.
Exactly.
Engine.
We look for security. We look for if we
Just-
can find any more, we look for more.
Yeah.
And specifically if we can find any on this level.
Well,
Uh-huh.
we've encountered a few in some of your secret hideaways.
Do you remember where?
I mean, you can search the schematics for details of other...
Nah, that was what I was going to do.
Okay,
Yeah, maybe the. Oh.
maybe the what?
Maybe the data cores have something on them.
Mm-hmm.
Well, I
Now,
don't-
Didn't the one that showed all the instructions and everything actually indicated flashing lights that indicated missing or?
Yeah, it shows the missing parts. It would also show the parts of the ship. So, including where all of it shows you what each of the rooms of the ship were for. Each part of the ship, including the storage areas for the bots. So you can look at that schematic and see where the nearest one is, rather than going to the one you went before, if you want.
that would make sense. And that way, Robin could just be like hiding in there, like ready to open the door and hop out when needed.
Okay. So, use your investigation to do analysis of the schematic and see if you can figure out where the closest set of constructs are.
Can I
Help
give a bardic
action.
inspiration?
I'm sorry, what? Inspiration?
I'm getting bardic inspiration.
Very nice.
Help action.
Cool. Roll it. 9! No.
What's Bardic? What's the addition?
+4.
Brings it to 13.
13.
Isn't
You know what?
inspiration a
Bionic die
dice?
as well.
Oh,
I'm sorry?
16.
That's
Okay.
not bad.
So yeah, you do see a storage area for retriever drones nearby.
Ooh. Well, if we go here, we'll find some of those. Any point to the Dante's retriever spider. We'll find more of those.
Might be better than nothing.
Yeah.
Come on. I said, come on then.
Yeah,
You know what I
let's
mean?
go there.
Let's
Sorry, because you know what I mean. We've been
Sorry?
so you know what I mean. We've been sat here talking for ages.
Yes.
Yeah, so that's what I was saying. Let's go.
Okay.
And of course, on the way, Pietro picks up the mechanical body.
Mechanical body.
You know, Jill, the
You talking about the Guardian you were in?
Yeah, the Guardian.
Okay.
The Shield Guardian.
Cool.
Also, I'm gonna have the Retriever pick up that body.
The which body are you referring to?
The body of that servant girl I took from the castle or the mansion.
Body of the servant girl you took from the mansion. Yes.
Yeah, the one that Givek killed.
Yes.
Right, yeah.
Still feeling a little bad about that.
Yeah.
Well, I mean, to be fair, she's wrapped up in a blanket, so maybe you won't notice.
Yeah, I don't think she's noticed yet, but, like, if it was ever brought up, like...
I get the idea. You might prompt her into another drinking binge.
Oh no, I've got the suds again. Alright. So, yes, you're heading out of the control room, along the gantry, aiming to, well, are you going to follow the gantries until you're right above the Sanguinate mansion and just drop, or are you going to go down to the ground level of this?
How far is the Sanguinite mansion from where the gantry's at?
You mean in terms of how high up are you?
Yes.
I'd say you were 120 feet.
Okay.
Straight down.
What was that?
120 feet straight down.
Yeah, it sounds like kill you. Style height.
It would be 12d6 fall damage if you didn't have some way of...
Going down.
Yeah. Now, the monk's going to be fine, of course, because they're a monk.
Yeah, Pietro's electing to go down the normal way. Pietro's like, I may not have bones, but I'm fairly certain I would splat against.
You would still
I
splat.
would splat against the floor.
Indeed. And Yvette, you could fly down in your bat form.
I guess I could.
Or your mist form.
Yeah, I think so. Yeah, I
You could even just throw yourself off, hit the ground, and regenerate.
Yeah. She'd probably go in mist form.
But Pietro is heading down.
Of course, want to come across the, the left behind mechanical body, because at the start of the maintenance tunnels, because that's how we got up here.
Yeah.
Indeedy.
I'm gonna be using elemental gift to fly down from the top as well.
You're just gonna fly? Okay.
I don't know, man. I don't.
What's everyone else? How's it? So
I'm just gonna go down with Pietro.
Okay.
How is it like suspended over something, or is it like?
The gantry is a metal walkway in the ceiling of the rich part of town, like high above the mansions. Does that make sense?
Yeah.
I think gantryways welded to the ceiling.
Yeah.
And of course, obviously, once we all gone down there, what do we do?
Right. So Pietro and Garrick are going down
Robin.
through the maintenance tunnels.
Yes, sir, Robin.
Wait,
And Robin.
No.
wait. I was just.
Oh no, you're
Garrick's
flying
flying.
down. Yeah, Garrick's flying
Yeah.
down. Sorry. Yvette's flying down. Dante, are you just going to superhero landing it? Slow fall.
Yeah, sure, why not?
Okay. So obviously, Dante, Yvette, and Garrick are going to get there first. Are you going to land on the roof or in front of the door?
Maybe the roof would be smart.
Yeah.
On the roof. Yvette,
Mhm.
you okay with that?
Fine.
Are you okay?
Yep.
Okay. So you're on the roof of the mansion.
What we do with the mansion again? I'm sorry.
You want to lay your claim to it, don't you? Oh no, you wanted to get the
Yeah,
robots first.
Yeah, we need to get the robots, don't we?
Yeah.
Because we don't
That's
have
true.
anything to support
That's true.
us.
Okay, so it would actually make more sense for you to go. All
Yeah, I
of
thought
you
we
go through.
discussed the...
All of you go through maintenance tunnels to get down to. Or actually, wait a minute. No, you would just follow gantryways to the nearest to the retriever bay. I'm sorry. Yeah, you wouldn't even have to go down at all
Also, just out of curiosity, I don't think the retriever would be able to follow us, right?
because he's too big.
Nah, that's what I'm asking.
He spider climbs. He can scuttle
Okay.
along the ceiling.
Alright, just wanted to make sure.
Or even on-
we
or
were
on the
attacked at the,
Or
at
on
the
the
Spire.
or on the underside of the gantry, or wherever. If there's a surface, it can use it. Okay.
I think Pietro follows you sometimes outside the suit.
And
Okay.
yeah, Yvonne can do that too. Yvette can do that too. Sorry,
That, yeah.
Yvette. So anyway, sorry for the brain fart.
Oh.
So yes, you follow the gantries to the retriever bay.
Indeed.
Of course, it's shut.
Robin will do the hand thing with Bob.
Mm-hmm. Trick the machine into thinking you're a Githyanki.
Yeah.
And the door opens, and there are several of these spidery droids all huddled up, like their legs all pulled in around their bodies.
Thank you very much.
Wait,
Would-
so lots of retrievers.
Lots of
Still
retrievers.
terrifying.
How many?
Who wants to try and count them? Do an
Want me to do it?
Investigation.
19.
Investigation.
I'm good at math.
Time to start mathing.
I'm not good at math.
Yeah,
Investigation, right?
investigation. Yes, please.
That's a 7. I'm really not good at math.
Apparently, they're so close together, and it's a confusing jumble, and you keep losing count.
Alright, I'll
Pietro
try.
loses count too.
16 quadrillion. That's the number I've come up with.
I see one, and I'm just pointing to King again.
I don't know, Yvette. I'm only seeing 4.
No. They're all stacked up. So.
I mean, for all investigation, we just give someone an advantage.
Somebody else want to try again with advantage as somebody else helps you?
Alright,
I'll roll. Oh.
Yeah, sure. Someone gets out.
I got the plus 2. I got the plus 2.
I've got a +5.
Alright.
Oh.
Then yeah, we'll give you the we'll give you the advantage.
Gotcha. 19.
There we go.
There we go.
So, they're arranged in 5 rows of 4. So there's 20 of them.
5 rows of 4 of them, so there's 20. This should be an interesting show.
There is one empty bay, so there's actually 19 of them, but there had been 20. Guess where the 20th one is?
Right behind.
It exploded.
No, it's the one that you've got. It's the one that you rebuilt.
So, how do we turn them on?
That, my friend, is a great question.
You should start with a seductive dance.
Yeah,
You
maybe
know,
like some
just for
tables.
the meme, I'm going to try.
Put on the R&B.
Just play some Barry.
Actually, do
Would it
it.
be persuasion or performance?
Play some Barry White. No, I'm kidding. I'm so kidding.
No, I actually want to try.
Performance.
Anyone want to give me the help action and join in?
Sure. Critical join in.
Alright.
You're gonna do the Harlem Shake.
Hold on, oh my god, this might actually work. This is stupid enough that it might actually work.
What makes you think this is gonna work?
Stupid.
You're not gonna twerk in
Because
front
I
of the
rolled
robots and suddenly
29
get
that
them.
time.
Oh my god, Yvette is smitten.
Uh-huh.
The action right now is completely lost.
Doesn't work on the robots, but the rest of the party are into it. Apart from, Pietro, who's very fucking confused.
Confused.
Damn, that usually works on most of my audience.
Didn't you say your audience was children?
What?
No.
Scare the children.
You
No,
You specifically told me not to scare the
Oh
children.
god, no. God, please.
Oh my god, I meant for... Okay. There's scrying balls in households, right? It's the... you can see him just holding his face in annoyance.
The adults are watching, but there are children in the room.
Wait, thank you, disembodied voice.
The
The adults are watching, but there are children in the room. That is basically it. And I meant that I usually use something like that in live performances where there are no children. Alright?
Okay, good. I was worried for a second then.
Good
Anyway.
lord.
Anyway, moving on.
Yep.
What do you think of the idea of me getting some metal and I don't know, like that lightning hand thing to see if I can jumpstart them or something?
That's not a bad idea, in all honesty.
Because I can only produce only so many pseudopods at once.
Yeah, might as well give it a go. We don't got any other options. Or unless we got any other ideas.
Anyone got anything metal that we could connect multiple up at once?
You want to make it just a loose chain of bits of metal?
I don't know, I believe Robin probably might have stopped. I remember from the wiring we were trying to do with a bomb thing, we managed to find something that's basically metal wire. That would allow it to carry a charge.
And you want, basically you want you to be the power source, yes?
Yeah, because after all, she can grasp lightning.
Mm-hmm.
Oh,
And hopefully it being spread out this far would not blow out their CPUs.
What's that thing doing?
Would Robin have taken some? Would Robin have taken a wire for that? Yeah, he would have. Yeah, he would have. He would have taken some wire back then.
So you might
Yeah,
still
because
have
our
some wire.
initial plan was to blow up Sludge.
You've also got a grubber. Yeah, if you still have your wire from your plans to blow up Sludge, then yeah, that's something that you could use. You could also look around the room, see if there's anything useful.
Should I do that?
Yeah, I'm gonna go ahead and do that.
Help action.
What's my passive say first?
Your passive of 19. There are small panels, hatches in the walls. Well, yeah, in one wall in particular.
I will go ahead and take a look at those. See what they are. First off,
You lift one and you see that there are 3 metal prongs underneath the hatch.
I have no clue what this is.
Arcana?
Yeah, I'll go ahead and do that. $11.
You're not sure exactly what it is, but it could be useful. Maybe it would require some further investigation.
I think I found something that might relate to these things, but I'm not seeing how it works.
Who else is smart here? Who else?
Garrick has a +5 to investigation. Yeah, it's Garrick. Garrick is the best one for investigating.
And I'm not even an intelligence build. So, what, 1d20 plus 5?
Yeah.
That's a 13.
Yeah. A little bit of investigating and a mild electric shock reveals this to be a PowerPoint.
That's convenient.
Hello.
Fair enough.
Mm-hmm.
Guess this thing is not needed for getting these things up and running.
So now you just need to find a way that these things connect to the PowerPoint.
Would that be an investigation check?
Investigation or Arcana.
Roger that. Would anybody be helping me look?
Yo.
Yeah, I'll give you advantage.
Roger that. That is a 16.
Alright. You realize that the drones each have a probe that connects that can extend. It's got a pattern of 3 holes on the end of it, similar to the inverse of the 3 prongs in the socket.
Essentially, they have connected plugs.
Yeah.
Connected plug sockets.
Mm-hmm. Derek's going to kind of motion towards these motion towards the sockets and nod slightly. That's probably what we're looking for.
Well, let's get to work.
I
And
agree more.
Pietro will attempt to, move. Is there at least one that's at least loose enough that, Pietro can just start trying to move it?
All right, so you want to physically lift one of these drones over to a power point and shove its probe into the socket, yes?
Yeah, Pietro is, maybe a child of the machine, but not exactly an engineer.
Athletics check.
Alright then.
You might want to get some help from some...
Advantage as well.
Might want to get some
I'll
help
help
from
you.
some... Okay, you're helping. Alright. So the strong-ass vampire is just watching while you do this.
Do this. I'm sorry. I must have not have caught that.
That's okay. So anyway, you watch as Pietro and Robin struggle to lift one of the large spidery drones over to the wall socket.
I'd offered. Oh, sorry.
Yeah, you'll probably see Pietro's height almost shrink down to short as basically Pietro's mass is trying to compensate for the weight.
Got it. Hold on.
They did it. They did it.
Oh, okay.
I would have offered to help, but I'm kind of built like a. I am kind of built like a frail chopstick, so.
Yeah, Pietro, after doing that, it's like looks around and it's like,
Dante's still just wandering around.
It's like, I really do need to figure out a way how to reinforce my structure.
Agreed.
And after a moment, returns back to normal height.
You could put some bones in you. They'd have to be non-organic, of course.
That ooze done got bones in it.
Anyway, you then shove the thing into the socket.
Anything happen, or is it just...
There's a tiny blinker. Yeah. There's a tiny blinking light.
Any writing nearby that blinking light?
Nope.
Pietro will touch buttons to see,
Buttons?
like anything on the nearby panel near it, to see if
There are no buttons. So
buttons are fun.
you can assume that it's charging, maybe. You're just gonna have to be
Patient.
patient while it charges up.
At least it might take a while, huh?
Do we want me to try the jumpstart thing on one of them? See if that helps.
It wouldn't hurt. Hopefully.
Of course, can I please have some help moving one over to somewhere else, so in case it blows up.
At least now you know where to deliver the jolt.
Mr. Out of Shock.
Yeah, she'll move over the next spider. And that's an athletics check.
Okay.
Is that
Yep.
okay?
And
26.
Yeah, no problem at all.
Yeah,
Heave.
it's just kind of
You just pull it out.
casually drags it over there.
Mm-hmm.
and of course, once over there, you see Pietro prepare up some pseudopods to put into the slot. And this is the you see that the pseudopods are no longer gooey looking. They're straight up look like spider legs.
That
You good there?
is...
And of course, Pietro's a bit startled. Okay, when did that change?
Anyway, so you stuck the tip of a spidery pseudopod into the charging port of another retriever.
Yeah.
And you're going to do shocking grasp.
I'm going to stand back, and does shocking grasp.
How much power are you pushing through? What
I see
damage?
here that. Do we get up to the point where our cantrips are like 3D things now?
You're level 12, so yeah, it's 3. So, spell... crap. Shocking. So, yeah, 3d8. Roll it. 20. You see, the lights light up in the machine. Its limbs spasm, and then it goes inert again, and there's a smell. It's like singed wiring smell.
Like, am I the only one that tastes burning?
Yeah, I think you tried it.
That can't be good.
Yeah. I don't think me trying to zap it alive is gonna work.
Shame.
Any other ideas?
Well, does anyone know how to power it that doesn't require as much juice?
I have no clue, to be honest with you.
Neither do I.
How long do you think it would take for you to pop down? How long do you think it would take for you to go down and get the religious notes so that we can use?
You want to recruit the Temple of the Machine to help you out here?
Not that. Just I'm just trying to think. I could, if it would take a while to go down and back up again, especially because security, I imagine, would be quite high.
It's possible. But yeah,
I could be up here just charging them and just waiting whilst they go down.
Okay, so you want to keep an eye on the bots as they charge, while everyone else does other things.
Unless obviously that's just my plan, but if you've got other ones, then yeah.
I don't
That's
see
just
why
petty.
not. Though, it would be probably best not to shut the door, because someone tells me these things are probably designed to be airtight. And you might encounter that problem.
I've rested in them before. They're good at their job. They keep things out, they keep things in. They're not airtight though. Because I imagine a lot, yeah, it would be... I don't think they're airtight. I've slept in them quite a bit.
So anyway, yep. So there you all are with a room full of retrievers. One of them's slowly charging. One of them's possibly fried, and one of them is already active, having been repaired by Dante.
Mm. Yeah. Though, due to Pietro smashing in, the Githyanki vampire's head, would that mean Pietro picked up the memories due to being in contact with biological material?
No, well, I'm pretty sure once the brain is smashed, its engrams are all mushed up too.
Ah.
But there is something in the room that might know how the retrievers can be charged. That might know how all this works. Maybe.
Is it the other retriever?
The other retriever, yeah.
Oh, yeah.
Mhm.
The other retreat.
Maybe try ordering the currently on retriever to see if we can get somewhere.
Seems like it could work, yeah.
Yeah.
Might be certainly better than me frying its battery.
I mean, I assume at this point I've just been telling it to follow me.
Yeah, which it has been. Is there anything else? Anything you would tell it at this point?
What could I tell it?
Help us activate the other drones.
Yeah, sure. See if that works. Activate your other retrievers.
He scuttles over to the first, and links its charging port to the next one. Its charging port to the next one over, connecting them in series, and then finally to the one that's connected to the wall.
Guess we were just overthinking.
Yeah.
I wonder how you could tell.
So yeah, they're all charging.
So now
Apart from
what?
the-
Do you
apart from
want
the-
me to go down to the Temple of the Machine and see if we can gain up some extra support?
Pretty sure Yvette still wants to avoid the Temple of the Machine.
We don't need them, and besides, we need to deal with them anyway.
She considers them an enemy
Yeah.
to be dealt with.
I thought, I was about
Yeah.
to say, I thought they weren't the best people to be dealing with.
I can understand why. I'm sure you can all understand why Pietro would have a kinship with them, though.
Yeah. I don't think Yvette really sees that, though.
Yvette doesn't care that they're technically all siblings of Pietro.
Yeah, she sees them as both a threat and a way that, she can get into power.
Okay.
I mean, we don't really need those guys, do we?
We don't.
What's up?
I mean, if we just need more friends, I think I might know some people.
Yeah, the more the merrier. I bet.
I mean, if we have to wait for these things to charge, then
And now.
I guess we'll see them. Plus, I think it's time for me to report back anyway.
Alright, we'll see what these friends of yours can do. Perhaps it will be of great help.
Let's do that then.
The retriever has seems to be awaiting further instructions.
I'm gonna take the body from King and tell him, just watch this place. Don't let anyone come in until we come back.
It goes into sentry mode.
Go.
All right, where are you heading?
I assume back to the main temple.
You're gonna okay, cool. So you're going to descend through maintenance tunnels and stairways until you're back to the mid-level.
Following in mist form, Yvette.
Mm-hmm. And eventually,
Robin will
go on.
delve as well.
Robin will what?
Robin will follow stealth.
Okay. And eventually, you find yourself at a out-of-the-way building. In one of the rougher parts of town. Several very sick-looking people are staggering around. Some of them are moaning.
It's like asking to, like Dante. It's like, they okay?
I'd be surprised if they were.
And
Today's just a little slow for them, I guess.
The temptation to just flick the camera on.
They haven't stopped you. They haven't told you not to.
Yeah.
But yeah. The building has a simple painted sign that says the Church of the Resurrection.
Isn't that another word for bringing someone back from the dead?
Like a temple you're talking about, right? Dante?
Hmm?
I'm not gonna walk in there and they're going to try to kill me, right?
I mean...
No,
I
don't
would
be
think
silly.
Hopefully they don't try to
Technically,
bring back the word.
you're kind of like me.
Good. Whew.
You enter and an elderly and gaunt-looking gentleman warmly greets you. Ah, Brother Dante, you have returned. Have you brought us some new followers?
Yes, and also, I brought you this, and he just sort of presents the body.
Ah,
Unfortunately, mistakes were made, but I was able to get a body at least.
Worry not. We will. Yes. Well, I'll have somebody take her to the resurrectionary.
As Sink says, she remembers where that came from.
He waves a couple of the listless people, and they come on over looking much more active now that they've got some instructions to follow, and they carry the body away.
Yeah, Pietro's like, what is this place?
Oh, have you not been
Are they
told?
all right?
Oh yes, they're fine. They are living their best life. They are serving the church. Trust me, they are quite content. Now,
By choice?
of course, everyone who is a member of the church is offered the opportunity to live their both this life and the next in the service of the church. If anything should come to harm to them, they are reborn. Is that not right, Brother Dante?
And he just kind of bows.
Have you not told them your story? How you came to be a member of the church?
Well, unfortunately, a lot has happened, so I haven't had much time to talk about it.
Well, you're safe now.
But yeah, Pietro confused. Wait. Did you wait a life before this? Are you like a similar situation to me, where you might have had another life before this?
Am I right in understanding that you are also reborn?
Don't quite know how to explain it, but I technically brought to be by the Spire.
They
Someone
both seem to be like me, but not like me. He points to both Pietro and Yvette. This one was resurrected with blood, and this one was resurrected with oil.
With oil?
I'm not sure.
This is mine.
Yes.
Interesting.
There's a lot of them, usually.
Yeah, no bone structure at all.
Fascinating. Well, we have
Still
much...
trying to figure out why, but
Yes, $5.
Why?
I can
You
tell
don't know why?
all I know is that there was a strange tone. Still don't know where that tone came from.
Do you,
Yep.
happen to be able to describe this tone?
Of course, Pietro,
The individual
recreates the
or
tone
one
and
or
basically,
both of them?
and triggers minor illusion.
My arms.
You use minor illusion to simulate the tone?
No, like Pietro creates the tone and basically triggers a random cantrip.
Oh!
Because that's how Bardic magic works. It's manipulating.
Right. But
Frequency.
I thought... Right. But minor illusion has the ability to create a sound, so I thought you were using minor illusion, casting minor illusion to make the sound.
You do take
No, I'm more thinking more like
Okay.
look like a basically an illusion of himself by accident.
Okay.
While recreating the tone.
Okay. But, okay. Interesting. have come to the right place. Where did you say you heard this tone?
Within the gears.
The gears. Amazing.
And at some reason I woke up.
Well, of course you would have. Of course. That is the vibration of life, the hum of life, the song of creation. That's amazing.
Yeah, and I think I might have inherited some sort of magic from the original worker.
The worker. Do you know this worker's name? Or have a description of him, maybe?
Yeah, I'm thinking Pietro would, like mold himself into looking like the worker. Obviously, best interpreting from, the mangled remains.
Did we ever look into having you try to remember who this man was?
Not quite, but I believe we gave him something like Gary.
Sorry?
Something like Gary or something as a name.
Uh-huh. Brother Gary, we thought you lost.
Wait. I was originally a member of this?
The Brother Gary was? How much do you remember? I'm guessing nothing, since you did not immediately come back to us.
Can I roll history to see what of the original memory?
Yeah. See if this has triggered anything. Yeah. $16. You do have a vague memory of this place, of this man even, and him conducting a ritual and giving you a talisman that would return you to life should you take on a fatal injury while working on the machines.
I don't. When I looked on the body, I didn't see any kind of thing. Maybe the gears destroyed it.
That would be a great pity. So, was your body mangled, Gary?
Yeah. Obviously, use minor illusion to recreate what the hell Pietro saw.
My goodness, that is horrific. No wonder that it was. Yes, I am. Well, I am glad that you have returned to us, even if it is not the most direct way.
Yeah. That would go to explain how I somehow have sorcerer's capabilities.
That I'm not sure of. We will have to look into that. Perhaps there was some other convergence of events that that triggered that. I know.
Of course, you know.
Of course, I know what.
Yeah. It's like, yeah, I don't really know. I think I tried finding answers, and something triggered the memory.
We will find them together, brother, now that you are home. Well done, Dante. And the rest of you. What you said another of you was returned from death.
Yes. Vampirism.
Ah. Yes,
Is
we
it-
are.
Similar to what you would call reborn.
None of us here are vampires. We prefer a more unsullied resurrection.
As far as I understand it, with the whole vampirism thing, isn't there a whole thing with, like, technically this might be an undead thing inhabiting the original body or something?
Yes, when someone dies, their soul leaves their body. A vampire's the spirit that makes them a vampire inhabits that dead body. We, however, bind the soul to the body so that it remains within. It is the power of that spirit that allows somebody to return to life. A vampire
She rolls her.
that spirit. Go on.
She rolls her eyes at the whole, there's technically the spirit inhabiting the body, not the actual soul of a person. She rolls her eyes at that, not thinking it's true. Actually, not believing it's true.
Yeah,
But not willing to say it out loud.
Yeah, Pietro's like, though, Yvette seems to have a lot of some of the original memories.
Oh
That's
yes,
because I am me.
What the hell?
the memories remain in the mind, of course. But the soul has gone and been replaced by a blood-sucking parasite.
Oh, the priest had a death wish.
Just scoffs at that. Not willing to go any further.
That is a great shame. However, we may be able to cure you of this affliction. Have your body restored to its unsullied state.
Absolutely not. I will hear no more talk of this.
That is a great shame. And you are alive, he says, turning to Garrick.
That I am. I'm mainly just tagging along with these bunch for now. No, this does seem rather interesting.
You have a great opportunity ahead of you. A chance to live beyond death. Of course, you will want to live as long and contented a life as possible. But the Spire is a dangerous place, especially when in the company of vampires.
Please.
He slightly clicks his tongue at that, but continues listening. Go on.
We can perform a ceremony to have you become a member of the church and ensure that your soul remains to continue its unfinished business, even after what would be your natural death.
He kind of taps his foot, pondering for a second. I may return to you on this subject later. I do not believe I'm ready to make a decision such as that as of yet.
Of course, but remember, every moment could be your last. We can prevent that. And
he's just... Sorry.
Go on.
He's just thinking. From what you can tell, from what anyone can tell right now.
Hmm.
How many memories do you keep when you come back?
What do you mean, how many memories? You retain your soul. You are who you've always been. There can be a awkward transition. It may take a day or two to regain everything you lost in death, but it will return in time. Is that not true, Dante?
Yeah. At first I did have some gray spots in my memories, but now everything is clear.
I might go to explain why I can't remember anything of that previous life, though I'm not even certain if I have the original soul or anything else.
How else do you explain your animation?
I mean,
the current theory is some sort of combination of the song of creation, the magic inside the oil of the spire, and the blood.
Interesting, and it will take more further looking into, but first, what are you? Robin.
Vros'a'ath. Fully alive, as far as I could tell. Just kind of look at his hand and just poke it a bit.
I thought you nothing but insects.
Yeah, you're not special. That's the common thought.
To be fair, that's what we thought at the time as well, but
I am not sure whether our gift would work on one of your kind, but I would be curious to find out.
There's only one way to try, isn't there?
You would be willing to try?
So I get to keep living until I die, right? Or is it
Of course.
just... Yeah.
And then, when you would have died, you will persist. Just as Dante.
There's no harm in death.
Let's
go.
I wasn't aware of that aspect. If you continue living until your death, I may be willing to undergo as well.
Excellent. Dante, you have outdone yourself, bringing us 3 new members to our church.
I'm just doing my job.
And you are doing it well. Perhaps you would like to see out the vampire. while I initiate these three.
Will this
Sure.
involve a big pokey machine that basically half mutilates you?
I'm sorry, what?
Yeah, Pietro's like, does this involve a machine that's gonna half mutilate you?
No, you do not remember the ceremony? You will see it again.
No, but I've been around the church machine, and indoctrination there was not pleasant.
Oh.
He's convinced we are somehow like his crappy church.
We are not.
I'm not a member of that church. They more just used a copy of me.
I mean, you say that, but you seem to talk about them a lot.
He has
Maybe.
a fair point.
Maybe that's because the copy of me, like whoever they used for it, basically had these memories.
Yeah.
I don't know. I'm still
This
trying to figure out how all this kind of works at times.
Right. It's confusing because you got a lot of memories in your head from right now. Not just the original Pietro, but the
Copy me.
temple member copy you, as well as Sludge, and yes,
Whoever else I ate.
and everyone else you ate, yes.
So it's just so the mind's turning into more and more of just a soup.
It's a sea of lives, yes. Okay. Yvette, how do you feel about being rejected?
Sorry?
How do you feel about being rejected by the Church of Resurrection?
She's pretty pissy about it. She already doesn't really like them anyway for insulting her to her face.
Well, I just realized I didn't really think of a name for this guy.
For the priest?
Yeah. What would his name be?
Let's call him Father Stoker.
Okay. Well, Father Stoker, despite her being impure, she's still technically my guest. So while these three are undergoing the ceremony, I believe it'd be best if we just wait at my home until it's time.
Are you sure that's wise? You wouldn't want to endanger your wife.
I believe Yvette can behave herself.
Han.
Pietro's like, yeah, well,
She kind of snaps at the priest, a little annoyed at him. Well, actually, very annoyed.
probably showing off a bit of the blood on her eyes.
That's
Maybe.
probably not going to help. But, well,
No.
if you insist, Dante. But, your wife is, after all, a member of the church also. If any harm should befall her, her soul will be bound to her body. Her soul is bound to her body. She will not become a vampire.
That is good. Not so. I don't think I would ever let anything harm her.
Of course.
Hey, Yvette, this is the first time you think you might have noticed Dante's eyes are just, like, piercingly staring at you.
She's a little taken aback, but realizes that he's serious, and is like, I should probably make a good effort to stay.
Don't fucking bite my wife.
Yeah, to avoid biting his wife.
Really,
Really avoid that this time, and make sure that she's sated.
And she told me I can only do it on Sundays.
Let's just hope you can avoid being staked.
I'll be fine. I'm a true vampire, guys. Trust me, I'll be okay. These guys, you know, they're pretty chill, but they're still kind of annoying because they're religious people, and obviously they've got the right idea. They're just idiots and they don't really know how to implement it.
I mean, at least they're not trying to actively kill you.
Yeah, at least that's a start, but there's still, they still got some things to work on. Obviously, kick.
I have no idea what you're talking about. This place is perfect.
But yeah, that's probably just what Yvette's thinking and going through her head.
Okay.
I'm not.
So yes, I believe Dante is taking Yvette to his home to meet the family, while the rest of you are being led by Father Stoker deeper into the temple. Yes?
Well, Pietro's like, will this change who I am? Or at least
You are
what I currently
right.
am?
Brother Gary, you are already a member. You do not need to concern yourself. You are already living your second life. Admittedly, not the form that we expected you to take. And we will be taking some interest in what you have become and trying to figure out exactly what has happened to you. But there is nothing we need to do for you today.
Alright.
It is your friends who need to be given their life insurance.
Okay.
Yes.
Of course, Pietro is learning a hell of a lot more about the worker that created it than before.
Yes. Okay. So, you brought into the ceremony room where two other robed and emaciated fellows speak with Stoker in a strange language, and then Stoker turns to Garrick and says, "Given that your initiation will be straightforward, you will undergo the ritual first."
Ooh, I will have. I'll take like a bit of cloth off. I'll rip some cloth off my cloak. Summon an imp. I'll go to the corner of the room, summon an imp, and try and hide it, and then rip some cloth off. And I can't. Never mind, that won't work.
What's your idea? What you trying to do?
I was gonna try cast darkness by just in case, just as like a fail safe.
So
if stuff went bad.
Command the imp to cast darkness just to give you a escape.
Yeah.
Yeah, that works.
Oh, okay. I'll do that then.
Okay. Because the imp can be invisible. I don't know what the strip of cloth is for. Oh, is it just a component of the spell?
need to have like an object.
I see. It can, or if you want to be constantly the center of the darkness, then you can carry the object that has darkness on it. But it can also be cast on a location, so darkness can fill the room, and then you can run the fuck out of the room.
Yeah, I'll do that. I'll get in the room, have it cast in the room, just in case stuff goes bad.
Right. So yes, you are doing that quietly and nonchalantly while they are preparing Garrick for the soul binding ritual.
Looking around this place, is this triggering a bit more memory from the
Roll history.
garage? Okay.
You got a 16?
I'll roll. I can roll again if you want.
No, is that what you just rolled now?
No.
Okay. Roll
Previous.
roll a new history check then, please. Yes.
Nine.
Okay. You have vague flashes of memory of other people you worked with, but nothing clear. But anyway, the three begin muttering a ritual in a with Garrick at the center, the three of them standing around him with their arms outstretched and their fingertips touching, muttering something in a strange language. And you feel strange, like you become aware of the connection that your spirit has to your body, like it was a thin thread. And as they mutter, this thread thickens, becoming like a set of chains binding your soul to your body.
Garrick's brow is just going to kind of furrow as he focuses on the sensation as the ritual's progressing. Yeah.
Yep. You focus on the sensation.
Mm-hmm.
As the ritual completes, you hear a voice in your head. Now you are bound, body and soul together. Into my service. You will watch for your brothers and sisters within the temple. Keep them safe, as they will do the same for you. And should I have need of you, you will answer my call.
Garrick's just going to nod into the open. Garrick is just going to nod as he hears the statement from the voice within his head.
And then you hear another familiar voice, the one of your patron. Nah, bitch, this one's mine.
God, I think you got quarantine room.
Oh, get that on camera! Get that on camera! Clip that! Clip that! Probably what's going through Garrick's mind.
For those of you watching, suddenly you see the three priests flinch with discomfort, as if they are being chastised. They break the circle. I am sorry, the ritual was only partially completed. I am not sure what will become of you should you die.
Garrick is trying his absolute hardest to just suppress the smile from his face.
Yeah, I imagine Pietro's like, okay, what the hell happened?
Fear not. There was just some complications. They, Well, what are you rolling there, Garrick?
It was performance to see how well he could keep the smile off of his face.
Yeah, you managed to keep a straight face. Well done. Your poker face is perfect. We're not aware that this man had already pledged his life to another. I should have asked.
Yeah. If I was aware there was a pledge involved, well, he's just going to kind of sigh in frustration. Well, thank you for at least partially completing the ritual.
For trying. Thanks for trying. Yeah.
But here's your participation trophy.
You condescending son of a... Anyway.
Oh, they're mad.
I wonder why people always say that when they give those out.
Oh, they're mad. They're mad.
They turn to you, Robin, or rather the father Stoker turns to you, Robin, and says, "It is your turn now."
Sure you want that happen?
I'm sorry?
Are you sure you want that to happen?
You do want to live beyond.
Yeah. Oh, why not?
Just keep in mind, you will have to pledge yourself to another being.
Oh, I'm already pledged.
You already pledged?
Yeah. Let's see how this rides.
Yeah, a similar thing happens to you. Well, this time, the entity that protests is, yeah,
It's one of the oldies.
ancient, unknowable, the very voice of which can cause madness.
Do you party hear it because of the psychic link?
All you hear is angry noises.
And do you still have your psychic link established, Robin?
I don't imagine I'd have psychic link up.
Okay, good. Because the three priests of the Church of Resurrection are going to scream in terror. And one of them starts babbling and rocking to himself on the floor.
Well, that's quite unprofessional.
Pietro.
Clip that! What an epic prank! This is going in my epic
Slow.
compilation playlist.
Pietro kind of looked back, kind of spooked.
Yes.
Garrett just kind of clicks his fingers subtly, and the eye of the camera opens itself.
The Father Stoker, who's looking even more gaunt than usual, looks at the crew thick, looks at Robin. What did you do to us?
I didn't do shit.
What is that?
Oh, that's my man. That's my patron.
Yeah, Pietro's like, you look like you stared into the abyss.
He collapses, looking for all the world like a long dead corpse.
And that, my friends at home, is how the Church of Resurrection treats its guests.
Like and subscribe! Hit that bell!
In the meantime, Dante, bringing Yvette to meet the family.
Yep.
What could go wrong?
So you come to your house. As a matter of courtesy, you knock on the door to let your wife know that you're home. Your wife opens the door, smiling warmly. Darling, you're home. I'm so glad. We were worried about you. She leans up and gives you a kiss on the cheek. Who's your friend?
Oh, this is, do you want to use your actual name, or...
My name is Yvette Le Blue Fleur. It is a pleasure to meet you. She smiles. You know, trying to be genuinely friendly.
Smiles. How wide do you bare your teeth when you smile, or do you?
No, it's just a, you know,
it's not
light
a tooth
smile.
It's not a toothy smile.
Yeah.
You keep your teeth covered. Okay.
Yeah.
Probably best.
Yeah. Are they joining the church? She says to Dante.
Not really. Though the rest of them are. So we're just here waiting for that
Rest of them.
process to be done.
Okay. Sorry about my husband. He didn't introduce me. I'm Sheila. And hey kids. This is Tina and Bruce.
Oh, you're so cute.
I'm 6.
Aww.
You're a stupid head. Shut up, I'm not.
Oh, that reminds me of when I was little.
Ignore them. They get like this.
Oh,
Daddy,
I don't
I
know why, but I'm waiting for the shoe to drop.
Daddy, I made something. Come see.
Sure.
Rob, Yvette.
Yeah?
Something's a little off here. Want to do a perception check?
Oh, stop it!
Perception or insight? Your
I
choice.
drank so much yesterday. I'm full. You get that, stomach? I don't
No,
want
you're
to
right.
drink.
That's not what I meant, but okay.
Oh, okay. Sorry, I must have misinterpreted.
Don't you dare bite my children.
Perception.
I don't want to.
Perception or insight?
Insight. Let me see. What's better?
Perception's better.
That would be perception. Yeah, I got a +2, whereas insight is a -2. 9.
No, you don't
Nine,
spot
nine,
it.
9.
You don't spot it. You're not sure what it was, but meh, you put it out of your mind. And Sheila asks, "Have you eaten? Do you need anything to drink? We've got some great..." Go on.
I'm perfectly fine. I had a lot to eat already.
Just water then. Everyone needs water.
That would be nice. Yes.
Excellent. Just make yourself comfortable. Looking around the room as, Dante is seeing what the kids have made and Sheila is getting you your water. You see several pictures on the mantelpiece. It looks idyllic. Perfect. You've never seen a family that is actually like this.
Kind of makes her miss her old family, which she probably knows is long gone from the city by now.
Making its way across the steps.
Yeah.
Um,
On some better place. Well, not dead, which she hopes not. God for,
They totally did get Ian by a wyvern at some point.
one of the portraits in particular looks odd. Want to do another perception check?
Yeah, sure.
Nope.
No. She's probably like, oh, I miss that so much, and maybe it's like a bit of, like she's still like hyper emotional to a certain extent after because it's still the effects are still there. Maybe they're a bit more subtle, but this is like, oh, she's got little tears from this. It's like a happy photo.
Yeah, Sheila comes in with the water and sits down on a chair and leans forward with a big smile on her face and says, "So, how did you and my lovely Dante meet?"
Dante, do you want or should I?
Dante's not even in the room right now.
Oh,
yeah, I'm not in the room.
Oh, you're not in the room. I'm sorry. Oh, he was doing some business for the temple, and we bumped paths with one another. And we helped each other out with our. I had a few enemies of my own, and he needed some bodies for the church, at least from what he told me.
Oh yes, he's always recruiting. He's so good at it.
Yes, he's very good at it. Just kind of tugging at her collar a little bit, trying to forget the girl that she killed. She still feels really bad about that.
So he helps you get rid of a problem?
Yes. I had quite a few problems then. At that time, it's mostly taken care of now. Although we're still trying to wrap things up.
That's my Dante, always thinking with his heart before his head.
Yes, he is very kind.
The kids come running in, chasing each other. Mom, she smashed it! It was stupid! I worked hard on that! Dante, what he showed you was basically a crude version of the Spire made from building blocks. And she knocked it over. Now, calm down, children. We have guests. Now's not the time for this. Sorry, Mommy. Yeah, sorry, Mom. But she started it. Now enough of that.
She chuckles.
Now, apologize to our guest. I'm sorry, what was your name? Yvette, yes. Yvette.
Yes.
Apologize to Miss Yvette. Sorry, Miss Yvette.
You're forgiven. It's fine. You're
Yay.
kids.
Now go play. Now go play, quietly. Yes, Mommy. Again, you catch that something strange.
Perception! Fuck! She's oblivious. I mean, that kind of fits with her personality, that she's kind of ditzy sometimes.
I guess at this point, Dante will come in and sit down.
Yeah. As you do, Sheila stands, holds your hand, pulls you close, and kisses you. And then sits again. So, it's great having you back. Love you.
Bless you.
Thank you.
So, Yvette was telling me how you helped her deal with a problem.
Oh, yeah. To be fair, it was a problem that was gonna be a problem for me too, so I thought I'd give them a hand.
You're so kind. So thoughtful.
Mm-hmm.
Did you bring anything for the kids?
No. Unfortunately, I didn't get a real chance to stop by anywhere.
That's a shame.
We had business at the church, so we kind of hurried up after our last little, I guess, appointment, whatever you want to call it. But don't worry, we can go somewhere this weekend and do something together.
Oh, good. I heard there's a great new place open on the second, on 2 floors up. We should try it.
That could be fun. Going up there is always nice.
Yeah. I know you don't eat or drink, honey, but the atmosphere is great. And they've got a soft play area for the kids.
He just nods agreeably.
Yvette, do you notice this awkwardness?
Yeah, it's a little weird. Perception? Or, I don't know.
Insight.
Insight.
Maybe I better
Come
look at
on! We have a worse modifier with this. No, everything's fine. It's just a little weird.
Yeah.
But she brushes it off. It's probably nothing anyway.
Yep.
I mean, with perception, that'd be a +2 instead of 13.
No, Yvette has a -2 to her insight.
Yeah.
Yeah, but your perception was plus.
Yeah, perception's +2.
Yeah.
Yeah.
She doesn't have a very good wisdom score.
No, because what I'm about to say is you notice the whole conversation, Dante hasn't cracked a single smile, which is odd for somebody who's with his loving family.
That's true. Yeah. Yeah.
You have a perception of 12.
Are you feeling alright, Dante?
What do you mean?
I mean, I haven't really seen you smile.
Oh, he does. He's got a resting. Yeah, resting straight face. Don't worry.
Oh, I see.
We know he loves us, really. He doesn't say it much.
Can
but,
I say something else?
Of course, honey.
Because, would Yvette know that's not true?
I think she's known him for long enough to realize that.
No, because remember when you killed the servant, Dante smiled at you.
Uh-huh.
There we go.
He smiled a lot more in the company of the party than he has since coming home to his wife.
That's actually, thinking of that would be a little strange.
Yeah. But you got a passive insight of 8, so...
Yeah. She is oblivious. This is the reason why Draygon played her like a fiddle.
Why are your stats so crap? Well, not all of them, but the...
Just the noticing thing one. I think your investigation sucks too, doesn't it?
Yeah, they got a crappy intelligence too.
Yeah, it's a -1.
Yeah.
My
The
charisma is pretty good.
The
Strength-
best mental stat is charisma, which is
Yeah.
slightly above average. Alright.
I mean, you're a barbarian rogue. You don't really need the other stats like that anyway.
It's true. Barbarian smash.
Just felt like it fit with her character more so, you know.
Sure.
So, you mentioned that there were some others that came with you?
Oh, right.
At the temple?
Yeah, there's 3 living at the temple and another to be brought back.
Well done. He's so good at recruiting. Why isn't Yvette there, though?
They deemed me unworthy.
Oh, thank you.
Shame, really. She says, just trying to, you know, like feign that, oh, I fucking hate those guys. I would never take them up on their offer because I'm a vampire, and I'm probably better like this anyway.
You wait. You said you were a vampire.
No. I was saying that out of character.
Oh, okay.
Like, you know, like she's lying, like, oh yeah, they rejected me, but like out of character, like that's what's running through her mind.
Yeah.
Do you want to roll deception?
Yeah, I guess so.
Yeah,
unless she's trying to like not like if she takes it like at face value, then
I mean, there's nothing. Well, I suppose it's lying by omission, but you didn't actually say. Yeah, you said that.
I
you were
did
That's good then.
But she would find it unusual that you were rejected.
all right. Then I will roll the deception check because she would find it unusual. Let's see. Deception
Plus
is a
6.
+6.
Yeah.
Yep, pretty good.
15.
15. Not bad.
I've never known anybody be rejected before. Are you ill? You have a pre-existing condition, maybe?
I don't know. They didn't really specify.
Strange. Well, every day's a new mystery, right?
Indeed, I'll have to figure this out sometime. In the back of her mind, she's like, nah, I fucking won't.
Mm-hmm. From the other room you hear, "Ow!" and the smell of blood drifts through.
Oh no!
Stop it. You've she kind of tenses up a little bit. Just trying to control herself, get a grip.
Mommy! Okay, give me a second, I'll be right back. Yvette, might be a good time to excuse yourself and go back to the temple and catch up with your party.
I need Dante. I need to go. She says, looking visibly strained.
Sure. I think it might be a good idea for you to go as well.
Yes, I think so too. And without saying another word, she gets up, you know, briskly walks to the door and sees herself out.
Dante, you going with her?
Yeah, I'm just gonna check in on my family before I go. Tell them I'm leaving.
Mm-hmm. So you see that the girl has got a little bit of a cut on her head, and she's crying, and the boy says, "I didn't do it. She just fell and hit her head on the." It doesn't matter. It's all gonna be okay. It's only a little cut. They'll be fine. You go help your friends.
Alright, I'll be back later.
Have a good day, hon.
You too, dear.
Okay. And you both head back to the temple. And what's going on at the temple, folks?
I just hope that the elders,
Sorry,
all
what?
got this shit together. Priests all got the shit back together.
Well, one of them's rocking back and forth, mumbling something about tentacles and eyes as black as the void. Another is dead, apparently with the life sucked out of it. And the other is just looking around, looking panicked.
On
Your
Earth,
I'm just gonna wave one of my hands in front of his in front of the one just that's rocking back and forth. You good there, mate?
The abyss goes on for generations, deeper and deeper, down into the dark. Tentacles grasping, insects, bugs in my eyes!
Yeah, Pietro's like looking over to Robinix, like, what the fuck is going on inside your head?
I don't know.
Oh, the priest is saying that out loud, by the way. Although not very loudly, but he's vocalizing it.
Mm-hmm. Maybe they just.
Is this gonna be something of concern, or?
Probably not.
Because I already got dragged into one shitstorm. I don't want to find out there's another one.
This should be fine. I only saw the void.
Yes. They just saw the Great Devourer, that's all.
I'm not sure why they're fussing.
are Yvette and Dante in the room yet?
Sure. Yeah, why not? You come across this scene with...
You're fairly confused.
What did you do?
They tried to indoctrinate me, and this happened.
What do you mean indoctrinate? You willingly went with them.
You know what I mean. They tried to do the
their voodoo.
They tried to do their thing. This happened.
Garrick, do you have any more?
She just kind of wipes her face. It just like takes a deep breath.
Garrick is just idly stretching. Well, it appears they wanted us to make some sort of pledge. Maybe something akin to, well, regardless, they wanted us to pledge. They wanted us to pledge ourselves to some sort of entity, and well, I don't know about him. God knows what kind of freaky stuff is going on in his mind. But I'm personally already pledged to my producer, so well, that's what happened.
Yeah, my patron I don't imagine my patron exactly liked it. Like me getting taken.
Okay, well, fuck. We should go before anything else happens and we piss off the temple even more. They're just gonna think we did it.
Yeah, let's go.
How does Dante feel seeing his high priest and two of the basically deacons all incapacitated like this.
He doesn't know how to feel about it. Like, he's not worried about them, like, dying or anything. He's just never really seen them like this, though. So he's, like, still just sort of processing the whole thing.
Fair.
He might be, like, walking up to them, trying to get them to, like, get a hold of themselves. But other than that, he's, like, doesn't really know what to do.
Are you going to the one that's rocking and babbling, or the one that's just looking scared?
The one that's babbling.
Okay. Roll persuasion.
Persuasion.
Offering a help action.
Okay.
At least most of my charisma stats are a +1.
Yeah. Seven. No.
Oh,
He's still off in La La Land.
ouchie.
I'm gonna go over to the one that seems to be having enough of his mind still together, and it's like, you good?
Don't let me see that again. Please, I don't want to see that again. Just, it's too much. It's too much.
Alright, so after a minute, Dante's just going to kind of turn to the party like, what did you guys do?
I didn't do.
Listen. Don't lump me in with him. This was all of that, and he points towards the person that's just rocking back and forth like they're an elderly person in a wheelchair. That was him. That was nothing to do with me.
I think you said one of them appears to be basically dead.
Yeah, yes. Father Stoker is what looks like a desiccated corpse on the floor.
Yvette just kind of puts a hand on Garrick's shoulder and just looks at him dead in the face. Garrick?
Yeah.
Oh, are you getting some good content? Is this something that you put Robin up to?
Yeah, Pietro kind of looks over with almost an uncharacteristic look of confusion, and with the kind of look of the skull, kind of give an expression of, like, the fuck is wrong with you?
I mean, no, I didn't put him up to this, but I just, when it happened, I simply saw the
Oh,
opportunity.
yeah. Sure, you wanted it to happen.
I mean, I'm not making any complaints.
Hey, no,
I'm
quite convenient then.
Indeed it is.
So is Father Stoker not moving at all?
No.
Alright, yeah, Dante would rush over to him and definitely try to get him to, like, come to or something.
Do a medicine check.
Bring the help action.
CPR! Quickly, start Frenching him, and he's probably gonna live. Oh fuck, you did.
These rolls are terrible. I'm just going to go ahead and add a d6 to that.
Yeah, good idea.
12.
He's gone. There's no life in this body, no breath, no heartbeat. In fact, it's like he's mummified.
Is he?
It's not unusual, though. I mean, Dante has none of that either.
Hi.
Listen, this might not be that bad. The priests mentioned that they come back from the dead, right? They're not going to be so pissed off that we kill them when he can just easily come back, right, Dante?
I don't know. I don't think I've ever seen the father like this.
Is the Kruthic legitimately cackling?
In
character?
In mind, yes.
He's
just cackling in his own like mindscape.
Yeah, fair.
Just laughing to him in his head.
You're not chittering out loud then?
No.
Okay.
Yeah, Pietro like looks over to Dante and it's like, did we just accidentally cut off the head of your church?
I think you guys should leave.
Yes, that would.
I think you're right. I think it's time to go.
Oh shit!
I knew I had that. I knew I said that input for good reason.
Darkness.
I'm gonna wait. Yeah, I'm gonna wait a bit.
Yeah. So. Well, it's interesting that I used to be part of this church. Don't think I'm going to be getting many answers out of it now.
Oh, obviously.
Don't leave me, says the paranoid one.
Wow, Robin, what the hell is in your head? Like, even Garrick is looking a little disturbed at this point.
Is it that bad?
Do you want to introduce it?
I guess my patron just said no.
You can see...
How will we know how bad it is?
It's almost imperceptible, but Garrick is just... A small tear falls out of the corner of Garrick's eye. Just in a feeling of pride.
Oh, okay.
I did give them a warning. It's on them for not taking it.
Fair.
I will advise you to shut up until you're out of here.
You're the only ones that can hear me.
I literally said nothing.
Alright.
Yeah, Yvette's gonna just go. She does not want to be associated with whatever just happened here.
I'm just gonna head out now. Just casually head out.
Okay. So, there are a few people sitting in the congregation. Many of them look a little unwell. And you pass them all on the way out.
Yeah, going back into the mechanical body and following.
We are playing a game. So, you're doing stealth. Okay.
Yeah.
I'm assuming you dropped the darkness in the inner sanctum before you left.
I'm gonna drop darkness when if we get surrounded or like.
Oh, okay. The the other people of the church seem curious, but they're not confronting you. They don't know what's happened. So yeah, where do you go now then, folks?
Probably back to the Seeker thing to see if those things are up and running now.
Me retrievers.
The retrievers. You're gonna go back up to the retrievers.
Yeah, let's go check on those. Let's see if they're done charging, and then maybe we can, take on and press our claim to the Sanguinites. Or,
And
you know.
hopefully, if not completely fucked up theirs, the process as well.
Okay. So, when you now, if I remember correctly, when Dante left the other retriever in charge, he said, "Make sure no one gets in," right?
Until we come back.
Until we come back. Ah, gotcha. Just checking.
Oh, it's you, the
Yeah,
stranger I've never met before. Yeah, you can't come in. Wait, I was like your master like 5 minutes. No. You said nobody can come in, so that includes you.
All right. So, yeah, you make your way back up, and when you return, the retriever, the repaired retriever, relaxes, no longer in sentry mode, and awaits further instructions. The rest of the spider drones still seem to be charging, though they now have a light in their eyes similar to the main one.
Good progress.
Yeah.
Soon we'll have an army of our own. Though I can't help but wonder.
the wonder how, the wonder why.
She's thinking about, like, what if I can get a bunch of spawn of my own?
Mm-hmm.
You're gonna become the next big bad.
Yeah, we are all kind of are.
Yeah.
Like, if you think
What's
we're
this,
good people...
what's this weed thing?
You're undead.
Yeah. I think the only way you're getting spawn is by, buying someone.
Well, yes, he would have to make spawn by draining them of their blood and burying them in the dirt for a day.
Yeah.
Yeah.
That might take a bit too long for her tastes, at least right now.
Or you can try and find the phage.
What?
Who are you talking about?
Vros'a'ath's virus.
Yeah, we're telling Vros'a'ath.
I'm not sure how I feel about that. That seems kind of dangerous. And yet again, I don't know if the spawn are really going to obey her.
Not if they're made that way, no. They'd probably be the first. Each of them would be a full vampire.
Yeah, that'd be super dangerous.
Yeah.
And I don't know about you, but is it almost implied from those video things that thing was not fully actually tested? So,
Oh yeah.
it only seemed like he got lucky.
Yeah, the intention to give them all the powers of the vampires without the undead downsides failed. So, yeah, what do you want to do? You've got What are you telling these drones? Bear in mind, we got like 5 or 6 minutes.
I guess maybe we'll, if it's alright with everybody, sit around, wait for them to all fully charge, and then we'll, start thinking of how we're gonna.
How are you gonna utilize them?
Section. Yeah.
Yeah.
Okay.
Yep. Sounds
Because
like a good idea.
I feel like the whole using them to take care of the cult of the machine would probably be a good way to endear ourselves to the vampire families and possibly get them on our side.
Okay. So you want these spider drones to take out the cult of the machine?
Yeah, alongside us.
Uh-huh.
Why?
To save the vampires from the fanatics.
Yeah, we'd gain allies with them, and that'd help us overthrow the Sanguinites. We need support from them, or else they're just gonna turn to their de facto leader, and we're gonna be outmatched.
That makes sense.
Right. I thought you said you're going to try and take out the church.
Yes, using the spiders.
We are.
That would be destroying the Pietro clone.
They're religious nuts and a danger to her.
And
I mean, she doesn't see how
And-
that.
getting destroying the ooze infestation is probably something you're gonna have to do at some point. Anyway.
Yeah.
Because if everyone becomes an ooze, that's a problem.
Yeah, I think taking care of them is the right thing to do.
Getting them a glass of milk, making sure they're comfortable, etc.
Yeah, so
I think Yvette is thinking of pretty selfish,
Of course.
things when she's thinking of that, But, I mean, like, if she wants to exist, like, they're a danger to her either way, whichever way she wants to, like, go. Whether she wants to, like, alright, I'm done, I want to hide instead of pressing my claim to the throne, or if she, she's doing what she's doing now by pressing her claim.
Pretty much
There's still
everyone
gonna
in
be
your
a problem to her eventually.
everyone in the party represents a group that could be a threat to the vampires.
Garrick?
Well, maybe not Garrick. Although
Especially Garrick.
Yeah, Garrick's the most murder hungry of us all.
well, no, he just
You
wants to
might,
just
right?
keep.
Garrick is the ultimate weapon against vampires.
Well, the thing is, if if there is a perfectly ordered structure and peace, he's out of business. He needs there to be something wrong to report on, something bad.
Exactly. Garrick, he doesn't really. I'm gonna tell you all something. He doesn't really care about right or wrong. He doesn't really care about other people.
Just the
He
ratings.
just cares about himself. He's just selfish.
He just wants to
Yeah.
He's go viral.
He wants views.
Fair enough.
That's right.
Yeah.
And Pietro, of
Average
course.
YouTuber.
Pietro, of course. Whenever he consumes biomass, he has to make copies of himself to avoid.
And of course, and now currently, any new copies will have that taint.
Yeah. Dante is a member of a church that detests vampires. And Robin's a Kruthic.
Also, remember this: the Temple of the Machine killed Bernie. Let's not forget about that.
Yes, he did. Yes, it did. Okay. So,
Also, Temple of the Machine is still stealing bodies, so I have a reason to want to destroy him as well.
Yeah.
Okay.
It's such a weird web.
Such a
So
weird
is it
web.
agreed? Are we all in favor of this?
Yeah.
Yep.
Kill the
Like,
temple. of the machine.
Pietro would be pointing out, like, you are aware. I don't know, we're discussing this out loud. Like, Pietro's like, you are aware that's destroying a copy that isn't infected with isn't infected with anything.
They're dangerous, Pietro.
I have to agree for one.
We can't let them stick around.
You can continue this
I
in the
would-
RP chat if you want, because
Yeah.
yeah.
Yeah, I'll
That'd be
probably
interesting.
stick around there. I'm sorry for not getting back to you, Garrick. I'll probably get
Yeah,
back to you.
you're good. You're good.
Yeah.
Fair
Alright.
enough.
So
Anyway, yeah.
I hope you guys listening have enjoyed this as much as we enjoyed playing. And if you'd like to join our community, there is a link in the description below. The Games and Geekery Discord server. I hope to see you there. There may even be a space in a game for you to join if you're interested. In the meantime, no matter what role you play... Oh, now we get a wave.
Good game.
Game.
Have a good game.
Fun.
Mhm.
What about being half an hour late?